Hey, Bree. Hey, Bree, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Bree? Hello, hello. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, Miss Yvette. Thank y'all for coming in. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody had a great day. We'll go turn this dryer off. Hold on, I'll be right back, y'all. Don't leave me.
That's why it's so hot in the house, because of that dryer.
Almost done anyway. Woo, 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 woo. I'm back. Whoa, shit, almost fell out the chair. How y'all doing? Shout out to the two people in the room, Bree and Miss Yvette. I thank y'all for coming in.
Colleen right there. I just was calling her.
Look, Colleen, she in the room?
Yeah.
Hey,
Colleen. Bree. Hey, Miss Yvette. Hey, Colleen.
Hey, Colleen.
Welcome. I'm going to share it out right now.
Let's see. I have to pull it up from the phone. Oh, wait. Let me. Hold on. I know what I got to do. Okay, there's Colleen.
She's still
I kind of like this, Colleen. I like not having to be on the camera. And plus, it's a little warm here because we had the dryer on, and the dryer makes it hot in here. And I didn't. Go ahead.
No, Colleen, yes, I did just call you, but I'll call you after the live.
Yeah, I didn't feel like turning on those big bright lights. That's for sure. Those things are hot.
Hey, Corey.
What's up, Corey? What's going on? Ain't nothing going on, man. I'm just here. Yeah, I am just here. Sitting over here sweating like a pig, but other than that, I have no complaints. Won't do no good anyway. Don't nobody even really care. One day I'm gonna get bold like y'all and play some music, but not tonight.
Why not tonight?
Mm-mm. Yeah, it will get hot in the house. Cause our drive is like right is in the kitchen, and we're right off the kitchen. This is where the magic happens for YouTube anyway. And it's right off of the kitchen. And that drive gets going, man. It'd be
Not just using your dry cleaner. I mean, you moving to Florida, so it's gonna feel like a dryer outside.
what time you get off, Bree?
Hey, Shauna.
Hey, Shauna, how are you?
We all sweat.
Oh, damn.
But I'm not complaining. Well, I'm not too damnation.
They had to get rid of the AC.
Oh, darn.
Shh. Hope y'all got fans.
He said straight torture.
I can imagine.
Y'all, if I have the ability to share this out, please share it out.
But you know, the crazy thing is, when I used to go to North Carolina, ain't nobody have no air conditioning. Not at least not, you know, for my family. Well, I did have one aunt. I don't know. My aunt Seal. She was bougie, but she was country. If that makes any kind of sense. She never called anybody by their nickname. Everybody was always called by their government name.
Yeah, we do, Colleen.
She didn't believe in nicknames. Now she had AC, but we really didn't go around her house because she wasn't, one of the fun aunts. Now my Aunt Belle, that was a totally different story. My Aunt Belle and Uncle Ben, that was the happening place. That's where I went. She'd make us them homemade biscuits and that molasses. I forgot which one. I forgot what the name of it is, but it's the one with the yellow sticker on it, the yellow label. We sit there and sop them molasses with them biscuits until our stomachs hurt. Then after our stomach stopped hurting, we go back and sop some more. And if she didn't feel like cooking biscuits, she would give me $3 and tell me to go on down the road and walk down the road to Hardee's. That's the one. Grandma's molasses. That's it, Bree. That's the one.
What Bree know about that?
I'd be like, man, this is woo. I don't think Carter home.
Oh.
I know she said he was camping last night. Maybe he camping again. Well, hopefully wherever he is, there's AC.
Yeah.
It follows us throughout the house. When we move, we won't have that problem. Nope, we don't have central air, hon.
We don't?
No.
What's that then?
Central air is like.
I know what central air is. I thought
that's
that
just air.
Was considered.
Because central air covers the whole apartment. We got 2 of those things in here.
Like units.
Yeah, 2 of those units.
I thought that was still considered central.
Carter camping. They never even said they were keeping them.
Show them what you bring over to me.
How am I showing?
Oh shoot.
I show them tomorrow. Oh yeah, I got a present. Well, not a present because it wasn't given to me. I had to buy it. My youngest granddaughter. She is now officially an 8-year-old entrepreneur. The name of her company is Slime Angels, where she makes jars of slime and sells them, which I think is a great idea. considering she's only 8. But like I said, she's gonna be. I said last night, she's gonna be a boss. And I told her tonight that by the time she turns 30, she's gonna be a multimillionaire. I truly believe that. You don't know his bed was so on the floor he goes. Not that he don't sleep on the floor anyway.
Yeah, but it's gonna make a difference now because he's gonna miss it when he come home.
The fact that he had it was cool. He didn't really, but now once it's gone, he'll be like, hey, all of a sudden the floor is gonna be an issue. Dang, 11 more days.
Before they move?
Yep.
Oh, wow. I know she's excited.
Dang.
I know she's excited. Them 11 days gonna come so quick too, Colleen.
Nah, the first 9 gonna come by real fast. Then them last 2 days. So do y'all have to go through a checkpoint when y'all go? Or are they gonna let y'all freely enter into Florida? Or has that even come up? Bless you.
Thank you. Ooh. Oh, it's the detergent in these clothes.
I ain't gonna do Fortnite. Dang. That's gonna be cool. He's gonna be real excited. His own room, own bed. New bed and his own room.
Own bathroom too.
Oh, okay. All right, Colleen. Oh, you gonna have his own bathroom too?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. All right, way to go, Bree.
What Bree did?
She's gonna be moving out of her parents' house and into her own place.
All right, she was talking about that the other day too. She spoke that into existence.
All right.
Congratulations, Bree.
Colleen about to buy a new Pathfinder.
Huh.
Like new, or used, like new, like used. Hey, Miss Habit, how are you?
Hey, Miss Habit.
Thank you for coming through.
Miss Habit making her rounds tonight.
She says that I'm her favorite uncle.
Oh, nice. So
Thank you, Miss Habit.
So that makes me the favorite aunt.
Yeah. The shower curtain and all his bathroom essentials just came today. All right. So is this going to be a used car, Colleen, or are you buying a brand new one? All right, Bree. Might as well. You only live once, honey. She said she might get her a new used car.
Okay. Do the thing,
Okay,
Bree.
one on a 2013. Hey, get in where you fit in. It'll get you where you got to go, right? Oh, thank you, Miss Habit. She said we're her favorite couple.
We love her just as much.
We certainly do love you and appreciate you
very much.
Shout out to the 6 people in the room. I thank y'all so much. Somebody's got to be in the bushes. Let's see. Bree, Miss Habit, Colleen, Aunt Maggie. So it's 2 people in the bushes.
Corey.
Oh, yeah, Corey. So there's 1 person in the bushes. Okay.
That probably
Well, then who's the number 6 then? Who knows? It's okay.
Just ask me to get thumbs up.
Huh?
Just ask me to get thumbs up.
Yeah, make sure y'all thumbs up the live. Oh, you did. I got 8 thumbs up and 6 people in the room. That works for me.
That's the detergent that's making me sneeze.
It'll happen, Colleen. Don't worry.
What?
She said keep our fingers crossed to make sure it goes through.
Make sure what goes through.
Her getting the Pathfinder.
Oh, it already went through, Colleen.
Yeah.
Claim that.
You just going to pick it up.
It already went through. You just don't know it yet.
Yeah, don't worry. Thank you, Miss Happy, for sharing me out.
She's such a sweetheart.
She is. She is truly a sweetheart. One more video to run. Phew. Good to go. What's the day? Wednesday? Dang. Hump day. Yeah, don't forget to thumbs it up. And if you can, share me out. That's all that matters. I'm getting. Oh, Colleen. Oh, my goodness. She said, we are here. That's all that matters. I'm your new favorite. I can't beat. Let me see if my phone will show what the symbol is. Oh, she said deuces the more eats. Colleen is so petty. I don't know what makes you think more eats is my favorite. I mean, she came in, I sang the song. That was it.
Colleen, tell him you got a song too. He don't sing your song.
I've never heard Colleen's song. I started your taco video, Auntie. I didn't finish watching it though. I can't believe you never made tacos ever.
I know, nobody can believe it. I don't cook. Everybody says that I look like I can throw down in the kitchen, but I don't cook. I don't know how to cook.
I don't know why you keep saying that.
Because I don't.
You do. You do.
But yeah, I've never made tacos before. It was my first time yesterday making them, and I prefer to get them from Taco Bell. Who are you laughing at?
You?
I do. I prefer Taco Bell's.
Man, shoot. I'm so sick of people shooting fireworks. I'm trying to figure out why. Are they getting ready for the 4th of July?
Of course they are.
What, Bree? Let me in on it. What happened?
What?
She told me to guess what?
Let me get on your live.
She said, Carter sing everyone's song.
I can believe that. I seen him singing some of that rap music one day. He was throwing down with it too.
As soon as he sees Auntie and you, he says, Cash App, Super Chat song. And when he sees more eats, he sings her song.
That's cute.
So tell me what's good, Bree.
Colin, D'Allen waiting to do your song. He waiting for you to tell him when you're ready.
You hit the lotto? Is that what you about to tell me? Man, it's gonna be crazy with the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be like around here.
Nothing bad around the other way though.
Now I gotta wait for a spot to open up at the apartment complex. Oh, okay. It won't be long. It won't be long. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Miss Yvette. Oh, we got a Shea raid.
Oh,
More eats. Cult- wait a minute. 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 Cultivating Darius. Really, dog?
Oh, I forgot to tell you changed his name.
Really, dog? My man. Hey, Shavaka. Welcome in. Please make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. Big Ben in the house. How you doing? Hey, Shay, babe. Thank you, honey. Welcome back, Miss Yvette. Uh-oh. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, more eats.
She says about me.
Nah, you know, Colleen, you know.
Oh. Colleen, Moise, Colleen was talking about you.
Woo. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, Joyce. Sunshine Peoples. How you doing, sweetie? Mango 392. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Please make sure y'all hit the thumbs up. If you're able to share me out, please share me out. It's good to see y'all. Glad y'all could make it. That food looked really good over there. Although I do not care for seafood at all, I eat a shrimp every now and then, but that's about it. Oh yeah, I might eat some lobster, and I like calamari. Calamari. Calamari.
That's my name.
Nope, calamari. I forgot how to say it. Who the hell is calamari? Calamine, calamari, calamari, California. Ain't nothing going on, Darius. It's good to see you. I like that new name. Triplet fam. Hey, what's going on? Dang. Colleen started already. Come on, hey, boom, boom. You're not his favorite anymore. Get out. Ah, it is, Jasmine. I remember the first time I ate some, I was like, man. Because I was working out in Virginia, and the boss took us to lunch. And they were sitting there, had the calamari, and I'm the calamari, shit. And so it was like, you want some? And I'm like, sure. So I'm sitting, I'm eating it. And it's like, do you know what it is? And I'm like, nah, what is it? So they told me what it was. And I'm like, really? Well, by then, now, it was too late. I had reached the point of no return. I know, Jess. I'll butcher a name in a minute. You know, these people come in here in the room and they had these names, and I try not to say them because I know I'm gonna butcher it. But I do it anyway. Hey, and to those that are new, please make sure you hit my gray button, turn it red, or make my red button gray. That's what I need you to do. Don't do the opposite. Yeah, turn the red button gray, leave a comment on one of my videos, and I promise to get back to you because I saw some people with some very interesting stuff. So hook a brother up. Shout out to the 12 people in the room. Yeah, a shrimp or two, Shay. That's the best you're gonna get out of me. Wait a minute, hold on 1 second. I sure would like to know what the heck is going on. Auntie is so rude. You want your headphones? Or is that? Yeah. Ah. Boy, he's told Colleen, don't hate. I'm sure. She says she's sure her that she. Anyway, she says she's our favorite. I agree. As y'all can see, the name of the title is Story Time. This idea actually came from Shay because last night when I went live, out of the blue, a story came out of it. And actually the story was about Cutie Chewy, her the night she was born. So that was the story that was told. The story tonight will be about I I had a heart attack back in 2010. But before I do that, I need to do a commercial for my granddaughter. For those that are new coming in, she is 8 years old. She is now officially an entrepreneur. The name of her company is Slime Angels. She sells little jars of slime, and you can use them for stress relief. Just sit and fiddle faddle with them and stuff like that. Nah, it ain't. Not like it was last night, Jasmine. And Shay thinks that it's a good idea for me to start telling stories. Now, I will be going live more often, but I won't be telling stories every night because I don't have enough stories in my life that could fill out. Then again, I do have some short ones, but I can make it work. But it just won't be every night. Yes, I am. I am quite well. It was in 2010. But wait, before I start, let me finish this ad for my granddaughter. Yeah, the name of her company is Slime Angels. The rest of the information I'll have at a later date, how much it costs. They'll be doing shipping and handling. She'll be shipping stuff out. Eventually, she's going to have a website. I told her tonight that by the time she's 30, she is going to be a multi-millionaire because she's about that life. She's getting her grind on early. So what business? Girl, I'm an open book. Sometimes I wish we'd have had social media when I was growing up because some of the dumb stuff and crazy stuff that I saw. I mean, you see crazy stuff now, but back then it was the beginnings of the craziness. But it was fun. We could sleep on the porch all night and didn't have to worry about people bothering you. Matter of fact, me and one of my buddies, we got intoxicated, and so we were sitting on the playground, and we was laying there talking, and we was chilling, and next thing you know, we fell asleep, and the dude rolled past on the bicycle. He's like, "Hey, y'all better wake up!" So we woke up, and lo and behold, I look up, and there's this guy and this girl. They sitting in the car, and they're arguing, and I'm like, "Oh snap!" So we just sitting there watching. And I think the guy hit the girl, and turns out they were arguing over a dog. I guess she was telling him he had to leave. I think that's what happened. From a drunken teenager point of view, that sounds like about right. They was arguing, and she was putting him out. So then they finally get out the car. Now the whole time I just heard something. Or am I tripping? Nothing. I'm tripping. And so the whole time we're sitting right there, just maybe about, I want to say 6 or 7 feet, maybe 10 feet from them. Oh yeah, I used to get it in, Colleen. Drink, I smoke. Yeah. Thank you, More Eats. Thank you. It is my absolute pleasure. I wasn't tripping because Shay told me I need to dance. Yep, here we go. Uh, and hold on, y'all. Here I come. Ho, ho, got a cash app. Hey, I got a cash app. Hey, from Shay with the cash app. I go Shay with the cash app. Say ho, woo. Say ho, woo. Go, go cash app. I need that money. Thank you, Shay. I certainly appreciate that. I knew I wasn't crazy. I thought I heard something. And so anyway, we're sitting on the ground, leaning up against the fence. We drunk. We don't know no better. So they go in the house. So in our infinite wisdom, my buddy Tony and I, we decide we're gonna go around to the side of the house because we see the bedroom light come on. Now, outside of the window, after you jump the fence, was a tree. Well, what else do you do with a tree at about 12 o'clock midnight? A drunk teenager, you try to climb the tree and see what's going on inside the window. Well, Tony starts to climb the tree. He gets part of the way up, and then it's my turn. So I'm climbing. He must have hit a bad branch or something. So we fall out the tree and we jump across the fence, run out in the middle of the street. Now there's cars coming, but we're drunk. I mean, we are cracking up. And I just happen to turn around and I see the dude looking out the window. And I'm like, man, what were we really thinking? And what were we going to do climbing up the tree? Well. But when you're drunk, see, that's why I need to stop drinking anyway. But we climbed the tree, trying to look in the window, and we saw, we ended up falling out the tree. Man, that was the funniest thing. And we went down to his house, and his mother wouldn't let us in the house because we was drunk. I'm like, man, couldn't go to my house because we was drunk. But that was fun. I really enjoyed my childhood. My kids would ask me, why do I talk about it? Because, growing up when I did, we had fun. Like I said, you could stay out, you could sleep on your porch at night, and you really didn't have to worry about people bothering you. We just be out, knocked out, sitting on the porch, or sleep on the playground. But the other great thing about living across the street from a playground was they had lights. And we figured out how to turn the lights on so they would be on all night. And we'd be out there playing basketball till maybe 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Or until somebody's parent decided that we was making too much noise. And they would call and make us turn the lights off. But that was life. That was fun. I really, really enjoyed it. I love, every now and then I'll see people that I grew up with, and it's like, we just pick up where we left off. And if you don't feel that way about the people that you grew up with and the neighborhood you grew up in, I feel so sorry for you. Because, we had a ball. Life was great. It really was. No, life is great now. I ain't complaining. Not in the least bit. Because I'm appreciative and grateful. What in the world? For whatever I get, whatever comes my way, I appreciate it. I don't complain about a whole lot of stuff. I don't whine about a whole lot of stuff. Life is wonderful. Shout out to the 13 people in the room. I appreciate y'all for coming in, hanging out with Unc. Y'all still dancing? Or am I tripping? Am I missing something here? Yeah, but that was life many moons ago. And I also want to congratulate um, Miss Crockett from the Crockett Way. She has completed her training for nursing. She's going to be sitting on the board to become a registered nurse. And like this morning, I ain't been, I ain't been smoking nothing there. I gave that up with Lent. Uh, Now we used to sit in the park and smoke and drink and smoke and drink, and before it became way before it became legal. And the police would come, and now usually what the police would do, they would come, they would pull up on us, they make small talk, then they make us pull our stuff out, and then they grind it into the ground to make sure we didn't pick it back up. But one particular night, they pulled up on us and they took our stuff. They drive out of the little circle and go across the street. And we actually sat there and watched them as the smoke was billowing out of the police car. Yes, on duty officers smoking, not just smoking weed, but they were smoking our weed. And to tell you the truth, that was some good weed. I was like, man, I cannot believe the nerve of them to, first of all, take our stuff and then drive off and sit over where we can see them smoking it. And I'm like, man, I can't believe this crap. And we said we couldn't do nothing. What were we going to do? Really? We were going to fight them? Nah, they had guns. So we was definitely outnumbered. Although it was about 10 of us, we were still outnumbered because they had bullets. So, yeah, but I lived a very uneventful childhood. Hey, 16 people in the room. Welcome in, Triplet family. Welcome back. Why you didn't tell me, bro? Well, if she'd have told you, it wouldn't have been a surprise. Hey, G, welcome in. Just a little story time. I ain't really saying nothing outrageous. Oh, I was congratulating Miss Crockett. Sheesh, man. See, Bree threw it off when she asked me what I was smoking. That was very nice. I don't have no idea what y'all talking about, but if it was a surprise gift and he pulled it off, way to go, Willie, my man. It's a great thing when you can pull off a surprise, especially when you have a nosy significant other. And I'm telling you, if there's anybody nosier than Aunt Maddie, whoo, I feel sorry for you. I ain't lying. She sniffs it out. Although I could pull it off if I really wanted to. When I really need to. We can always pull stuff off. But we like to let her think that she, is invincible, unsurprisable. But we can get her. And see, here I go again. Breathe through the whole thing off when she asked me about what I was smoking. I was supposed to be congratulating Miss Crockett. This morning, my morning motivation was about not giving up on your dream. And she is a prime example of not giving up on your dream because she always wanted to be a nurse. I think she said she graduated from high school in 2012, I think is what she said. And she had to put it off. She had to quit a couple of times because life happened. But like she said, it was hills and molehills and valleys and creeks and rivers and all this stuff she had to go through. But the one thing she didn't do was give up on her dream. And I commend her for that. I commend anybody that that has a dream that is willing to make the sacrifice to achieve their destiny. Yeah, but the thing about asking questions is you really don't have to answer them. Jacob, what's up, my brother? Thank you for coming through. I certainly appreciate it. Thank you for sharing me out. Thank you so much. I really, 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 truly appreciate that, man. And I really enjoyed myself yesterday in watching you play that game. I had no idea what was going on. And for me, the gorier, the better. You know, I like those games where you're shooting people up. Hey, Joyce. Yeah, but I anybody that has a dream and a goal and they are willing to make that sacrifice. Shay, for instance, I watched her grind and grind and grind and grind. I mean, she made sacrifices. I mean, because she talks to Aunt Maddie quite often, and there were times she would be talking to Aunt Maddie, and my head hurts so bad. I don't feel good. I don't know why my head hurt, and I would have to tell her that sometimes you need to let your body rest. Resting and what people have to understand about that, about the hustle, is resting is not quitting. Resting is just that, resting. Sometimes you have to allow your body to regenerate, to rejuvenate, because if you push it too hard, oh, it'll let you know and it will shut you down. Oh, you're welcome, honey. Okay. Thank you, Jacob. You know, you have to allow your body time to rest so that you can figure out, because sometimes you can burn yourself out if you push yourself too hard, or you work your body so much that now you can't think straight. Trust me, sleep deprivation is not something that you want to play with. You know, but your body will tell you when you need to rest. So sometimes the best thing to do is to beat your body to the punch. You know, that way you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's the same thing about worrying. Some people worry sometimes so much that they get sick. And stress and worry will kill you. And you know, you're sitting around, you're worried about this, you're worried about that. And then next thing you know, you're sick. And what you were worrying about ends up getting taken care of. But now you can't enjoy the happy moments because now you got to recuperate because you done stressed yourself all the way out. You know, there's a difference between worrying and being concerned. Yes, if a bill is a little behind, yes, you should be concerned. But worrying about it won't get it paid. You know, it just won't. It's not going to happen. I've yet to see a problem get solved from worry. And I've seen people worrying and stressing out about stuff that, you know, and my mother used to tell me, you don't worry about the things that you cannot control. It really does you no good to worry about the things you can't control. You know, it's sad that, you know, we do that to ourselves. You know, we do. And for some people feel like that's what keeps them going is the stress and the worry and nah, it kills you on the inside. Miss Joyce, let me tell you something. You are never too old to achieve your greatness. Here I am at 58. And I have decided that I'm going to accomplish my goal, which is to get a minivan, turn it into a camper, and visit some of the places in this country that I've always wanted to visit. I understand that I am closer to the end of my journey than I am the beginning. And I embrace that and I'm cool with that. And I understand that because truth be told, there's absolutely nothing that I can do about it anyway. So the best thing to do is to embrace the fact that I am 58 and I'm not too old and it's not too late. I mean, I've seen where people are 80, 70, 80 years old. They go back to school and get their degree or they get their diploma. So nah, you ain't too old. And I ain't even gonna ask you how old you are because it really doesn't matter how old you are. What does matter is how bad do you want to accomplish what you want to accomplish? What does it mean to you? Because if it means something to you, and if it means enough to you that you had to say something tonight, then by all means, there's no sense in giving up. Hey, Shauna's Crazy Life, how are you, my dear? A pontoon, all right. Doing fishing down the Green River. Hey, well, Miss Joyce, whatever you do, do not give up. Don't quit. That was the morning motivation this morning. Never give up on your dream. Because the last thing you want to do is be sitting somewhere wondering what would have happened if I'd have tried. Would I have made it? Could I do it? The best thing to do is to just go ahead and try to do it. And if it doesn't work, so be it. But it is better to try and give it all you have than to just sit and think that maybe I just can't do it. Or maybe I'm too old to do this. Maybe it's not my, no. I have decided that I'm going to do this because I've always been one to not to stop. I'll start something and I'll stop. I can't tell you how many times I've thought about this minivan idea and getting a van and driving cross country, but I always talk myself out of it. I can't tell you how many times this YouTube thing, how many times I talked myself. I was supposed to have been started, but you don't know how many times I talked myself out of it. Not nobody else. Nobody else talked me out of it. I talked myself out of it. Hey, Angel, welcome in. How you doing? Oh yeah, I do like fishing. Auntie loves fishing. I like it. I kind of like how I'm not too old to get my driver's license. I never got my driver's license back when I was a teenager, and I still have not got it to this day. And I am 30. Angel, you're young. You are young. Go get your driver's license. Go get it. Go get your driver's license. Oh, well, Miss Joyce, sometimes things happen for a reason. And although, things happen to stop you from going for your goal, what I tell people is don't change your goal. Sometimes you have to change the way you go about accomplishing it and achieving it. But see, there's something in you that don't want to give up. So don't. There are going to be things that happen, even for me, even right now. There will be things that happen that would deter me or try to deter me from doing what I want to do. but I can't let it. I've come too far, and like I said, I'm closer to the end than I am the beginning. So now I have to make sure that I do what I say I'm going to do, because, like I said, I've always talked myself out of stuff. And that is our own mind is our worst enemy. That negative self-talk, the talk that says you can't do it, it's not a good idea, maybe you should do something else. No, that's not going to work. You telling yourself this, it's crazy. It is absolute lunacy, but yet we do it, and then we try to figure out why we did it. I'm not going to spend the last part of my life trying to figure out why I didn't do something. I can't do it that way. My dad didn't get his license until he was well over 50. Yeah. So, Angel, go for it. If you got to study, study. Whatever it takes for you to get your license. If you want your license bad enough. See, the thing is, you haven't wanted it bad enough. That's why you haven't gotten it. Because you really don't, you haven't wanted it bad enough. When you want something bad enough, you'll figure out a way to get it done. You just got to want it bad enough. And everything you need will come to you. I truly believe in the law of attraction. I do. So if you set forth on a mission and you write it down, you think it, and you do everything that you need to do to get to that destination, everything you need will be afforded to you. The people, the finances, the resources. Oh, it'll come. And it may not seem like it, but it'll be there when it's time. And just when you think that everything is falling apart and it's the end of the road, that is when your breakthrough will come. So if you want your license, go get it. Miss Joyce, don't quit. In fact, are you on Instagram, Miss Joyce? If so, this is my Instagram. That's me on IG. By all means, follow me. Yeah, follow me on Instagram. Vietnam Thugs. Welcome in. Please make sure you turn my red button gray. Leave a comment on one of my videos, and I promise to get back to you. Yeah, but I truly believe that my purpose is to help others as best that I can, to share whatever knowledge or whatever it is that I have learned, to share with as many people as I possibly can. Thank you, Shay. That is my job. That's why I'm here. Hey, you got to do what you got to do, Bree. It's all right. Thank you for the time that you've given me. Oh, that means subscribe to my channel, Joyce. That's the YouTube lingo for subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Shout out to the 9 people in the room. I really appreciate y'all. Hey, G, you still here? Thank you, hon. Really appreciate y'all. So Vietnam Thugs, where'd you get that name from? I try to get to know folks when they come in, especially when they have interesting names. I'm curious about that one. Yeah, y'all are really great. I sincerely and thank each and every one of y'all. Yeah, I've been taking some notes for this here van thing, Operation Road Trip. See that? Thank you, Shay. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I have no idea, Joyce. I really don't know. My wife she was like, let me check and see. And I told her, don't tell me. I don't know. I really don't know how many hours I got. I don't want to know. What I want to do is wait till I get the email from YouTube. You know, I really try to stay away from that because if I keep looking at it, it's gonna throw me off. And that I know for sure. Okay. Somebody just played that song. Oh, hey. That's not how it's supposed to be. And I hate having to keep turning the speaker on, but here we go. Oh, hey, I got a cash app. Ooh, I got a cash app. Hey, more eats with the cash app. More eats with the cash app. Say boom, boom, boom. More eats with the cash app. Say oh, woo. I need that money. Thank you, more eats. Oh, thank you, Joyce. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I don't look because I know it'll distract me. So now I figured what I'll do is I'll just show up live whenever I get a chance, random times. I won't have a schedule. Now I will be mindful or try to be mindful of others. You know, I don't want to step on no toes, but please understand that this is not personal. Y'all know I love y'all dearly, and I will be in support of everybody else as well. But sometimes when you are on your mission, you have to become selfish, and it's okay to be selfish because if you're not, yeah, you're supposed to think of others, you know, but you also have to think of yourself. You know, my mother used to tell me about this book called Looking Out for Number One. I think it's Maya Angelou. I need to read it. So my mother telling me about it when I was a kid lets you know how old the book is. But I do need to read it. But something else I learned is self-preservation is the number one rule in the jungle. So in order for me to get where I'm trying to go, I have to do the things that I need to do. And like I said, I will continue to support and help and do whatever I can to help anybody else. I will continue to send out my morning motivations because I do understand that that helps. And it not only helps you all, but it helps me too. It really does. It helps me as well. it gives my life meaning and purpose. And to know that what I'm doing inspires, encourages others, makes me understand that I'm doing the right thing. So uh, if I don't get a dime from it, it's okay. Because in all honesty, this is not about money. This is not about financial gain. Now, don't get me wrong. Money is a great thing to have. It's a good thing to have. It's a necessity. But it is not what I've never, ever been motivated by money. Not never. Because when you're motivated, when money becomes your motivation, you will never have enough, first off, because you'll always want more. And sometimes it will lead you down a path that you really aren't prepared for. My motivation and what motivates me most is helping other people. And my reward is when I send out the motivations and I get responses. Hey, Unc, this was right on time. Hey, Unc, I needed this. That is my reward. That is why I get up in the morning and do what I do. Now I'm trying to figure out a way to do it so that, because I do it individually. And yeah, it's time consuming, and I want to figure out a way to do it so that it doesn't take as much time, but make sure that everybody gets the message. And somebody said, well, maybe you should group chat it. Yeah. But then to me, it takes away from it being personal. And for me, that is what makes it so much better for me, is because it's like I'm personally giving these people this information. Yeah, well, actually what happened, Shay, is we started moving around earlier than usual. Auntie and I started rolling around earlier than usual. So, we headed out. And so I kind of got thrown off. Anytime if I wake up too late, or I wake up and something's going on, it throws off my mojo. And so that's why someone is, although a couple of weeks ago, I was ready to throw in the towel. I'd gotten frustrated. But I try to be consistent, with it. Well, thank you, Joyce. Thank you. Thank you, Dominique. And we're glad to meet y'all. I have met some amazing, and although the majority of we have not met face to face, although we met some of our YouTube family, the local ones. But I have met some amazing, amazing people. People that are willing to sacrifice what they know in order to help others. And that's what this is all about. For me and for a lot of other people, is making sure that others get the knowledge as well. I can't keep everything I learned to myself. I can't. I can't. It does me no good. Success is achieved in the service of others and not in spite of others. I mean, if I'm constantly getting information and I'm withholding it from people, that says a lot about me as a person. And, I don't know. Selfish is one thing that I'm not. If I get the information, if I can, you can have it. If it'll help you get where you're trying to go, then by all means, have at it. You guys are amazing, amazing, amazing. And like I said, Joyce, don't let anybody tell you that you're too old, and don't tell yourself that. Do not speak that into existence. Whatever you put out here in the universe is what you will get. Whatever you think of yourself is who you will be. And is also who others will treat you to be. That's right. Because the graveyard is full of people who did not seek their greatness, who were afraid to go for their gusto. They couldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. They were afraid. Somebody told them that they shouldn't do it, and they believed them. Like I said, it's hard enough for us dealing with our own negative self-talk. Ain't no sense in listening to somebody else who has been afraid to go for what they know. And a prime example is that, and I say it often, I tell this story often about my youngest son. He went to LA with his cousin, and his cousin went on a business trip, and he was into the music industry and all that stuff. And he came back and he was like, "Dad, I love LA. One day I'm going to move to LA." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, sure, whatever." So time went on, and he was like, "Dad, I'm going to move to LA. I love LA." I mean, this went on for about 3 years. So one day he says to me, "Dad," he asked me, he started asking me about his time, his vacation time. He was like, if I quit my job, how do I get my time? I said, now, I explained to him that whatever vacation time it is, they'll give him. And I'm thinking maybe he's going to, get another job. I never thought what he was planning. I had no idea. And then he comes to me, he's like, "Dad, I'm moving to LA." I'm like, "Huh?" He's like, "Please don't tell anybody." So he quit his job. He had a bunch of musical equipment. He sold it. I think he said he moved to LA with $1,300 in his pocket. He left about 6:00 one morning, and I, Auntie didn't know what was going on. I walked him down to the Uber. Now, both of us are standing there. We wanted to cry, but we knew that maybe that might not have been a good idea. So, we said our so longs. He got in the car. And so Auntie woke up later on that morning. She's like, "Well, where's David?" And I'm like, "He's gone." She's like, "Gone where?" "Gone to California." Oh, she was hurt. She's like, "Why you didn't tell me?" And I'm like, "Because he asked me not to." And somebody asked me, they said, "Well, how come you didn't try to talk him out of it?" And the first thing that popped out of my mouth was, what kind of father would I have been to tell my son not to pursue his dream? What kind of parent does that? The whole existence of us as parents is to raise our kids and let them know that they can accomplish whatever they try to accomplish, or to do whatever it is they want to do. So what kind of father would I have been to say, "Hey, look, man, don't do it. You shouldn't do it. You can't make it in LA. There's 1 million people out there already that's trying to make it. You got folks in New York, everybody everywhere trying to make it. Why you want to do that?" Nah, I was in full agreement. And somebody asked me if I had to do it all again, would I have done it the same way? Yes. Thank you, Miss Yvette. I would have done it the same way. And the reason why he didn't want to say anything is because he knew that if he told people, that they would try to talk him out of it. And he was already teetering about he was afraid to do it. And I think that if somebody had said to him, no, it's not a good idea, he probably would have waited and he wouldn't have had the opportunity that he had. And he said when he got off the plane, he got to the airport, he got off the plane and he looked around and he was like, what the heck am I doing? What did I just do? So he was out there, no job, no family, no friends, just out there. His mother is here. She's sick. She was sick and worried, trying to figure out what my baby. And one day he was talking to us on the computer and she was like, he's sleeping outside. I'm like, nah. Sure enough, he was sleeping. He had spent nights on the beach. He had lived in a shelter. He went through it. But yet and still, he called me one day. I was at the library. I was going to the library. And he was like, Dad, I got good news. I got a job now. I'm standing outside the library on the sidewalk. And I'm jumping around. I got the phone in my hand. I'm jumping around. I'm all excited. And I bet these people are probably trying to figure out what the heck is wrong with that crazy man. Y'all do not understand how excited and happy I was for him to say he was working. And it was a good job. He was making good money. He was making it. And he got to a point where he was, doing good, but then he had a situation, he had to come back home. And he felt some kind of way about it. But like I told him, LA will be there. You can always go back. Because see, what you've done, you now understand that you can accomplish whatever it is you want to accomplish. And that whenever you're ready to go back, dude, you can go back. You know what it's like to fend for yourself and be out there with nobody but you. And that was one of my proudest moments as a father, to see him do what he did and accomplish what he accomplished. So if somebody tells you that you can't do something, pretty much give them the middle finger. Especially somebody that has not tried to do anything, that has not worked to make their accomplish their dreams, to accomplish their goals. Don't ask for directions from somebody who ain't ever been there. You end up at a dead end. So I had a whole nother thing that I was going to talk about tonight, but somehow or another, it done got hijacked. If y'all can excuse me for 1 second, I need to make a quick pit stop. Be right back. Don't leave me. Ooh-wee, this pain is killing me. I'm back. Sure, it's quiet in here. Or am I missing something? Maybe I'm missing something. Thank you, Shay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Thank you, Shay. Uh-oh. Dang. Oops. Oh man. Yeah, I had a whole different agenda. So I'll save that story for tomorrow. Yeah, I might be able to tell a story every night. No, tomorrow would not be story time. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, but I might end up telling some stories. I don't know. Right now, I'm just winging it, having fun, getting my grind on, get these hours. I want to be like Shay and more Eats and Keto Girl, Maddie. They say everybody getting monetized in 2020. That's what More Eats said. She said we all getting monetized in 2020. So shoot, if More East say it, and she spoke it and she can speak it into existence, and I see it happening, it's happening all around me. Hell, I might as well get in on it too. Shout out to the 11 people in the room. Thank y'all so much for coming in. Thank y'all for hanging in here with me. I greatly appreciate y'all. Y'all just don't know how appreciative I am. I am forever grateful. Because the thought that somebody would sit and listen to me ramble. Okay. Y'all hear that? That's one of them jets headed over to Andrews Air Force Base. Sound like it's landing. Yeah, but who'd have thought that people would want to sit and listen to me talk? I know one thing, my kids, they used to tell me all the time, like, gosh, Dad, I think we rather got a whooping. Yeah, because I just as soon talk to them because it just, you know, I got one too many whoopings myself. There we go. See? Everybody getting monetized in 2020. There's enough money to go around. And there's enough of us to help each other. So there's no reason why if you put in the work that you can't accomplish it. And I hear people say something, I can't. Can't mean, my math teacher, Miss Branch, used to tell me all the time, can't means you don't want to. Can't means you don't want to. Don't ever let anybody tell you what you can't do. Thank you, Shay. Don't ever let anybody tell you what you cannot do. Because if they're telling you that you can't do it, it's because they never tried. You give and do everything that you can, whatever it takes. Like I said, I'm gonna get this van, and it's off on the road I go. I don't know where I'm going. I do know where I want to go. There's a couple of places like museums, and I guess I want to go to all the Sports Hall of Fame places, and Mount Rushmore, and the Grand Canyon, and Memphis, Florida, Texas, Kentucky. There's a Corvette museum in Kentucky. That's on the list. NASCAR races definitely on the list. That's why this thing needs to hurry and get itself together. Y'all come on. We'd be glad to see y'all. We will be glad to see y'all. Shoot. Yeah, but do what you can while you can and enjoy it. Enjoy life. I tell people every day, I'm just glad to be here. I get to understand why people wake up and complain. If you're waking up and you're complaining, you have missed the big picture. The fact that you are able to speak words out of your mouth, to see, to hear, to walk, yet you're complaining about it's cold or it's hot. Really? That the best you get? Because there are some people who don't have running water, who don't have decent clothes to put on, who don't have a decent roof over their head, but yet they are not complaining. They are thankful for whatever little bit they have because they understand that gratitude is the key to more. It's the key to abundance. Trust me when I tell you, I am eternally and forever grateful. If somebody comes in here and they sit in here and they can only stay 2 minutes, that's fine. You do what you can. I'm all right. I got 10 people in here. If it's just one person in, hell, if it ain't nobody, I'll sit here and talk. Y'all know I'll sit here and talk to myself. So yeah, I appreciate y'all more than you ever know. That is the honest truth. You'll never hear me complain about my father. He never complained. I remember he when I was a little kid, he fell off the roof and broke his arm. He was ready to go back to work. They had to make him stay home. He got electrocuted one night. He got electrocuted on I think it was a Thursday. He wanted to go back to work that Friday. They had to make him stay home. He had gout, but yet he would eat his jalapeno peppers, knowing that he wasn't supposed to eat that stuff. But yet, he wouldn't complain. And the man was never lost. Like, how do you know everywhere you post? Oh, he'd be lost, but he'd never tell you he was lost. That was the key. You know, I learned a lot from my dad. He didn't do a lot of talking. But when he spoke, he spoke. You know, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about work ethic. He would tell me, if you can walk, you can work. I remember one morning I didn't want to go to school. And I did everything I could not to go. I talking about my stomach hurt. He said, "Oh, you'll be all right when you get to school." So we ride in the car. We on the way to school, and we ride. I'm like, "Dad, you need to pull over. I got to throw up." Thinking that, okay, if I throw up, he'll definitely take me back home. He pulls the car over. I think I dry heaved myself into a conniption. I couldn't get nothing to come up to save my life. So he's like, "Okay, you all right." Close that door, put that seatbelt back on. Nope, we didn't even wear seatbelts. See, we didn't have to wear seatbelts then. Thank you, Miss Yvette. I sat back there in that back seat. Now I'm really mad because my plan just didn't work. Man, I would do some crazy stuff sometimes, not because I didn't want to go to school sometimes. I remember one night I took some nails and put them in front of the tire because I knew that the car would roll forward and it would bust the tires. And he'd get a flat and I probably wouldn't have to go to school. That shit didn't work. I would get up in the morning, getting dressed. I'm like, yeah, I ain't gonna have to go to school. We're gonna get in the car. He gonna move the car, and the nail gonna go in the tire. The tire gonna be flat. And he gonna feel like, changing the tire and wanting us to be late for school and da 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 da. Man, that car started rolling down the hill. I'm like, wait a minute. Why are we still going? Yeah, that didn't work. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to school every day until I ain't got to go to school no more. That's pretty much what I did. Stuff just did not work sometimes, but hey, I was cool with it. You know, and life just happened. I just rolled with the punches, and I know some people had a truly rough life, but I can honestly say I didn't, and I'm grateful. You know, we weren't rich by no means, but my parents made sure that we had the things that we needed. Sometimes we got the things that we wanted, but it just taught me how to be appreciative for whatever I have. Even like now, we ain't hardly rich. We borderline poor. We are at least above the poverty line, I think, whatever that is. But no, I'm grateful. I am grateful for what I have. I have a wonderful wife. I have 3 amazing kids. Got some beautiful grandkids. I got my YouTube family. What I got to complain about? Really? I mean, seriously. I wake up every morning, breath in my body. I can walk, I can talk, I can see. Okay. Well, that see thing needs, because I wear these thick ass glasses, but I can see, I can hear. So why am I complaining? Why should I complain? Why would I complain? You know? So I tell people, don't what you complaining for? If you can wake up and open your mouth to complain, once again, you have missed the big picture. Come on now. Seriously, people need to understand that. They really need to understand that. I'll just keep on going until I can't go no more. I was telling the lady in the store, people wake up complaining. One day they ain't gonna wake up, and they will have wasted so much of their time complaining, worrying, stressing. Shh, I don't need no help getting old. My mom used to tell me all the time, you live long enough, you'll get old. So that's going to happen. There's no need in rushing the process. I remember saying, I can't wait till I get grown. Man, I got grown, got my first bill. I'm like, oh, who gonna pay it? Now I got to pay it. So, Joyce, if you're still here, don't give up, honey. Keep pushing. There's a lot of people in these YouTube streets that are willing to help you, to share knowledge with you. I know everybody in this room will. If we don't know it, we know somebody that know it. Well, hell, we'll figure out a way to get you the information or point you in the right direction. Because hell, what you're trying to find out may be something that we need to know too. And something else. Hey, Chloe, thank you for coming in, sweetie. Something else I learned is don't be afraid to ask questions. The dumbest question is the one that you don't ask. That is the absolute truth. Because if you don't ask, you will never know. My mother used to tell me, she used to get mad because one of the first words I learned was why. Why is this, mommy? Why is that, mommy? I remember I pinched my little thing in my zipper one time. Hey, Green Fam. Thank you, Joyce. I appreciate it. What's going on, Green Fam? Am I back in here or am I done? Can y'all hear me? Because I don't know what just happened. I guess that, okay. Yeah, because I don't know what happened. I was sitting here and I wasn't looking at the screen. I looked up. It had kicked me. Somebody said something went wrong. I'm like, uh-oh. I don't know what happened that time. I think they trying to get me off of here. I ain't ready to go yet. Yeah, but shout out to the 13 people in the room. Thank y'all so much for being here with me, hanging here with Uncle. Yeah, because it's time. Yeah, whew. I think I'm getting sleepy, y'all. Yeah, but like I said, tonight I had a whole different story that I was going to tell. But we'll talk about my heart attack on the next story time. Let's see. I got the love stream tomorrow and Friday. So I'll probably do story time Saturday. Yeah. I'll let y'all know what time. So if you're available to come in, by all means do. If you're not available, make yourself available. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm not kidding. Really, I'm not. No. But I'm about ready to pack this thing up. Once again, I appreciate and love
all
you.
means do.
Oh shit. Excuse me. If you're not available, oh my goodness. This damn thing.
Make yourself available. No,
Hey. Then just do what they want to do. Sorry about that, y'all. My phone is crazy. Tell Aunt Mary to turn some light on in there so you won't fall asleep. Oh no, it's getting past my bedtime. I start early in the morning. Yeah, my day starts early. Usually I try to be up at least by 6:30 at the latest. Because I have to send out my morning motivation. Because I got people what I have learned is that I have people that are dependent on it. and they be waiting for it. And if I don't do it, they be in my inbox. Right, Shay? Be wanting to know what's going on. So it is about that time. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you all dearly. Shout out to the 14 people. But I will see you all tomorrow at 1 with Aunt Maddie TV as we prepare for the love stream. I'll be back on myself at, what time do I come on? I come on at 3. Shay's World is at 2. I might well go through the whole little thing. Oh, as a matter of fact, I'm on tomorrow from 3 to 5 because we're looking for a replacement for one of our people. So I'll be on from 3 to 5. The Keto Girl comes on at 5. Brown Girl Bella, Shannon, who I'll call Shannon B, will be on at 6. And at 7 o'clock, I think she's supposed to be late tomorrow, but at some point after 7, we have Miss Boom 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 herself, the militant midget, more eats. But good night, everybody. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And remember to be happy on purpose. I believe in you. Believe in you too. Peace.